Hello, Empowered Woman. Welcome to this episode of the Empowered Woman podcast. Today, I talked to one of my clients and member of the Empowered Woman School, Mia Miller. She's the founder of A Stroke of Venus Consulting, where she helps women entrepreneurs with holistic branding and website development, especially using human design. We talked a little bit about what human design is and also how being a part of the Empowered Woman School has helped her with clarity in her message and also having a supportive community to share her progress along the way. And I want to remind you that for the first time ever, I'm hosting an open house to the Empowered Woman School tomorrow, Friday, October 1st, and you're my special guest. Go to martasburg.com/open house to register and get a feel for our group. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Empowered Woman podcast, the #1 show on personal growth, visibility, and profit for women entrepreneurs. If you're wanting to start believing in yourself, giving yourself permission to succeed, and let your voice be heard to make an impact in the world as an entrepreneur, this is the place for you. I am so glad that you're here. My name is Marta Spurk, and I'm your host, triplet mom, woman empowerment coach, and all things motivation extraordinaire. Welcome again, and let's dive into today's episode. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good too. So I'm so excited to chat. We've been going back and forth on Messenger, and I was like, you know what? Let's take this into public and have a conversation about our conversations and the insight that we've been having. So I shared a little bit on my post yesterday announcing this conversation that we've been in touch. We've known each other for several years. We need to meet in person. We have to arrange that. Okay. I know we're a little far, but but we got to make it happen. So I'd love for you to first introduce yourself and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes.
Okay. Well, my name is Mia Miller. I am the founder of A Stroke of Venus Consulting, and I specialize in holistic branding, website development, brand development, and I help female entrepreneurs get confident, empower themselves to show up as themselves online so that they can attract their ideal and aligned clients without burning out and feeling like an imposter.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about all the new developments of your brand focus. Hi, April. Thanks for joining us. Because when we reconnected on LinkedIn, and that was an interesting thing for me because even though I focus more on Facebook, I dabble a little on Instagram, dabble a little on LinkedIn. And it was so fun that because I decided to stay consistent, which is also what I teach with, being present in other platforms, we actually reconnected there. And from there, you made your way to Facebook. And then you actually participated in a meeting of the Empowered Woman School as a guest. And then, to see how things were going. But we'd been in touch when we were talking before then. I think, didn't you come to one of my free events, the content clinic? I think that's what it was.
It was the content clinic. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's really odd because I don't usually go on LinkedIn either. I was like, well, maybe I should start cross-posting. And there was Marta. I'm like, hey, it's Marta. So yeah, it was meant to be that we reconnected.
It really was. And what's so interesting with you talking about brand is that I've thought for a long time, and I think many entrepreneurs do, that when you talk brand, you're thinking the colors, you're thinking your logo. And really, especially as solopreneurs, we are our brands. So our content is the brand, the energy that we put out. And what inspired this conversation really was when we were talking about human design, because that's a part of something that you used to do is consultations and things like that. And then you've been bringing it back with the branding because understanding yourself is so important for you to then bring that to the table and make a difference and really set yourself apart, I guess is what I should say, from other people in the similar industry. So I'd love for you to share a little bit about how human design, what it is in general terms and how you've been using that as part of your business and helping business owners develop their brand?
You are so right, Marta. Branding is more than just the colors. And unless you are Target or a huge, brand like that, you are your brand. So human design is it's a system of differentiation. It is I like to describe it as the esoteric cousin of modalities such as MBTI and the Enneagram and
Okay.
disc analysis. And oddly enough, I've taken all of them, and human design reflects what the more cerebral, the more clinical assessments, at least in my
Wow.
experience, come back. So yeah, I that's when I knew that I had to bring human design into branding. But it was a system that was founded in the 80s. It was um, it was kind of channeled to a man who calls himself Ra Uruhu. His name is Alan Krakauer.
Okay.
And this whole system was channeled to him when he was spending time in Ibiza. And it's really a synthesis of four ancient things, and then one uh, more modern modalities. So it's a synthesis of the chakra system, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, astrology, and quantum mechanics, quantum physics.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this comes into play, and you get what's called your body graph.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at this body graph, you will see like an outline of a body, like a human body, and what looks like chakras. So that's where the chakra system comes in.
Yeah.
But it looks like a circuit,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows the way that our energy flows throughout our bodies. And everyone has their own unique energy flow. And with that unique energy flow comes your unique gifts
Mm-hmm.
and the best ways to interact with your environment and to interact with other people in the best way possible. So that's basically how human design works.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you clues as to how you were designed, but it doesn't put you in a box.
Right.
So with human design, the founder, Alan Krakauer, he says, this is the information, take it and experiment with it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a generator type, there are 5 types. I'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah.
You are supposed to be responding to your environment. Like that is the smoothest way for you to move throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, I don't know. I don't know if I buy into that. He says, try it.
Yeah.
So experiment with each one of these facets and see how it works out for you and see how it resonates for you. And you can find your own patterns. But most people find that they do resonate with the recommendations of their particular design, in that it gives them a lot of freedom, and it eliminates a lot of stress in their lives.
Yeah.
So.
And so for me getting into it, I was kind of like skeptical because I've been a lot into the Enneagram, and I felt like that was really helpful to me to understand myself and to also catch myself in these moments when I am stressed. Why? What is causing this, and being more responsible for my own feelings instead of blaming people, especially as an entrepreneur. Like, I'm in control. So this is what I can do because it's my